Good morning again, everybody. I'm Alex Raymond, as you probably know, and I'm here with Sarah Goeltzenleuchter. And Sarah here is in a theatrical performance. So what I want to ask you is, what is this performance? Like, what's the name and what is it about?
This is a performance that we put on one every year, a Christmas performance at our church, and our group is called Christmas Wonderland. And the play this year is by Deborah Craig Clare. It's called I'll Be Home for Christmas, and it's about Pearl Harbor, and it's told from the point of view of two guys who are deployed to Pearl Harbor, their families, and the staff of two radio shows.
So another thing about Pearl Harbor, it just happened, the anniversary was yesterday, but more about the show, I hear that the effects about Pearl Harbor are really amazing and cool. Like, what are the effects like?
Our lighting team is really good, and like the lighting, there's a lot of like scene switching, but like we can't move the set pieces at all. So there's a lot of using the lighting to switch scenes, like from the radio station to the family's home to the ship. And there's also one scene that is the actual bombing of Pearl Harbor, where they have like really realistic sound effects. Like it sounds like there's like planes flying over your head, which is really cool, but also like a little bit terrifying if you're
really?
Just like the first time we heard it, we were all like, what's happening?
That's funny. So how long have you been participating in these shows? Like, how did you get into these shows?
This will be my 8th year being in the shows, and my dad was in them when he first came to the church, and that was before I was born.
Wow.
So I've been in the play since I was 7 years old, because that's like the oldest you have to be in the show. So it's been pretty fun.
Cool. How many people usually come to these shows?
There's about 10 shows every season, and our sanctuary holds about 1,800 people, and
Dang.
It's usually pretty packed.
So there are a lot of eyes on you. Do you have any embarrassing moments that you want to share?
Actually, yes. I was in a play called The Christmas Post, and there's one song, Keep the Faith, which I absolutely loved. It was my favorite song in any of the dramas, and I was kind of like dancing, walking with kind of a spring in my step, and we were going down a flight of stairs. And I fell on my face in front of the front row of people, and I just had to get up and pick up the box that I was carrying and just be like,
oh yeah, you played it off?
I'm going to cry when I go backstage.
Oh, that's too bad. Another question, is this open to everybody or just a certain group, like just a church?
Well, technically you have to be a regular attendee of Christian Life Assembly, which is my church. But we have brought in people from outside of the church when like we have a role we can't fill. Like this year, Jason, who plays Danny Thompson, he was brought in by one of the other teenagers from their school. And John and Amanda Jordan, who play Pete and Norma Wilcox, they came in from another church, but somebody in our church knew them and knew that they were into theater. So technically you do have to be in the church, but there have been exceptions.
So if I wanted to attend one of these shows, how would I get tickets or how would I come to watch? Where is it?
Well, you can get tickets at claproductions.org. Okay. And it's at Christian Life Assembly in Camp Hill. It's like across from the prison in Camp Hill, which is usually, and it's like on a hill. That's usually how I tell people where it is.
Oh yeah. All right, well, that's all the questions that I have. Thank you, Sarah, for joining us. And from all of us here at High Street Morning News, we wish you a fantastic day and stay classy.